Hello, my name is Ijoma Serafi. I'm the Advocacy Officer for Building Blocks for Peace Foundation. Today, we'll be speaking with the National Chairman of the Interparty Advisory Council in Nigeria. Please join me and welcome him. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, IJ. Good morning.
So I'll just jump right in. The first question will be, what do you think hate speech is?
I don't know what is hate speech in the first place because there is no standard for evaluating what is hate speech. But subjectively, I would see hate speech as any comment, any utterance that is meant to incite an individual or a group of people against maybe perceived enemy and or institutions or government agencies. So anything that is deliberately designed to incite people against constituted authority or the opponents, for me, it's hate speech, and it's not this condemnable.
Okay, the next question will be, do you think hate speech has any kind of impact on the peace and security situation in Nigeria? If yes, give us some examples.
It does. You see, you are from the eastern part of the country, the southeastern part of the country, and I have met with some coppers from that extraction who come to the north, but because of the comments, because when they say, okay, they are, maybe you are posted to the north, somebody will say, okay, that Aboki. To some persons, Aboki is a terrorist. Aboki is somebody who is mentally low, and so many other things. Whereas Aboki is my friend. So it has done so many things, a lot of disasters in our own society, in politics too. Okay, our political opponents use it against to bring down their fellow political contenders. Okay, so sincerely, it is not welcoming. It has done so many things that is not palatable to the system, either at political level or at the societal level.
What can stakeholders do to combat the rising level of hate speech and promote peace?
It is only by talking to ourselves and maybe continue to sensitize one another, okay, to educate one another on the dangers of hate speech, what it has done to the society. A lot of people have been injured morally, a lot of people have been injured socially, okay, because as a result of hate speech, a lot of decisions have been taken as a result of hate speech. Somebody sent something, this Dangote NNPC saga. Somebody sent something to me that I read recently, and what my reply was, are you a Nigerian? Yes, Dangote might be the worst person in the past, but what he has done now is a revolutionary act. It will generate direct and indirect employment, however you call it, because it's on Nigerian soil, and by extension that will create medium income earners, and by extension it will reduce crime, unemployment. So, and you are here saying Dangote was granted a waiver, tax waiver on this and that and this, okay, and then somebody who is in position of authority, who is supposed to protect, okay, or to make policies that will protect and promote local industrialization. What the government have not been able to do for so many years. We have 4 refineries, and one man is able to put together a group of men to establish something that you couldn't do. And you come out from somewhere and say, to hell with that thing, and it should be destroyed. So these are the things that we need to be careful, because all that was intended for me is, how do we bring this man down? How do we bring this investment down? It is disservice to the nation. What happened there? I was watching Dangote and I shed tears. Oh God, a man that been able to go through all the troubles to put up $20 billion, set up this thing. Now he is finding it difficult to explain to people what he has done, why people should accept him, that we cannot see commonsensically as Nigeria. I was shedding tears. That what kind of country, what kind of people are we? So for me, hate speech is so unhealthy, and we should do all we can to promote the spirit of nationalism, politically and economically, to love our society first. What is yours will be. I can't take it away. Most times, when you try to malign people to destroy their image, God in his own way have a way of and uplifting such persons. Now, the kind of acceptability, what these people or that man have done is to promote Dangote. What people do not know about him, he has brought Dangote and other people to come out to say some things that they do not know about him. Now he is becoming a hero, if he's not. Yes.
So the next question is, can you give us your idea of the Nigeria we want? So the hashtag we're working with for this project is hashtag the Nigeria we want. And please share with us what your idea of the Nigeria you want.
The Nigeria I want is the Nigeria I was born into. The Nigeria I was born into, if we see criminality, we call it criminality. The Nigeria I was born into, armed robbers were shot. They were fired. A thief will be called a thief. That was the Nigeria I was born into. That's the Nigeria I want. The Nigeria I want, the Nigeria that civil servants, their basic earnings was able to give them basic needs, to pay their children's school fees, to go to the hospitals. The Nigeria I was born into, the Nigeria I want. There were local clinics. People believe in Nigeria. People contributed in Nigeria. Farmers were proud to be farmers. That is the Nigeria I want. Farmers were encouraged. You see things like farmers come to compete with the products, the produce of their farm annually. They were encouraged. That's the Nigeria I want. But rather than encouraging those who feed the nation today, we encourage those who come out naked on social media and call them heroes and call them ambassadors who have no direct bearing on the life of the people. The Nigeria I want, the Nigeria I was born into. There was security. You could move on the street, travel anytime. That time I will leave Abuja 9-10 p.m. and go to any part of Nigeria. I will go to my village, I go. I could go to the farm without looking back. That is the Nigeria I want, the Nigeria I was born into. But today you are going to the farm, you'll be scared. You see your own shadow at times, you panic. That's the Nigeria I want. Everything was accessible. The Nigeria I want. That people do not believe in running out of the country in the name of Japa for sustainability. Foreigners were coming into Nigeria. The Nigeria I was born into were industries like Dunlop, Arewa Textile, the Anamco, Peugeot Automobile, NMPC Refinery. When you are coming to Kaduna, some kilometers away, now you begin to see the furnace. Different types. That's the Nigeria I want, the Nigeria I was born into. Today, 50,000 naira will not fill your tank, but we are battling to pay 70,000 naira as minimum wage. This is not the Nigeria I want. The Nigeria I want. Then, I was in primary 3. Every morning they bring newspapers. We read the newspapers. You understand? Current affairs. You understand? To develop our vocabularies. Today you have a PhD holder. You begin to ask, how did this man back this certificate? How did he get there? In Nigeria I was born into, I don't know anything about cultism. In Nigeria I was born into, there was no kidnapping. You understand? The Nigeria I was born into, Nigeria is exogamy. So I need the Nigeria I want, where everybody will stand to defend the national flag, to be proud and do everything he can to see that he contribute what he can for the benefit of all. That's the Nigeria I want.
Thank you so much.
The Nigeria that you can come out to freely express your discontent about what is wrong, that without fear of being persecuted. Why are you saying this? Why are you insulting? Somebody recently I saw a video of a man who was handcuffed and beaten because he talked against the governor of Kaduna State. Is that the Nigeria I want? That's not the Nigeria I want. People should be able to say. Before even somebody will insult you, you laugh. You eat together, you become friends. That's the Nigeria I want. Not the Nigeria that somebody today, after 40-something years, the Igbos are still talking about Biafra. That is not the Nigeria I want. I want the Nigeria that all of us will be proud to call our own. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So the last question is, what message would you like to share with young people on their roads towards a new Nigeria?
Young people, it is unfortunate. I sympathize with them because some of us, what we enjoyed, they did not enjoy it. But it is possible to reverse it. They should drop the idea of shortcut to wealth, materialism. We don't care how we get it. Somebody will slaughter his father, his mother, because he wants material. There's always a price for anything you do. If you plant maize, you will harvest maize. We should believe in this country. You won't know how proud you are as a Nigerian until you go out of the shores of this country. You will know how, wherever in the world. Forget the development in the Western world. You're still respected as a Nigerian. We should come together to own the system. Yes, I'm a politician. Politicians, because of the lucrativity of political office holding today in Nigeria, politicians who pay, they arm the youth because they want to remain in power. Anybody who give you arm, tell him to bring his son, his family members, let him lead if it is good. The man who is giving you the arm, go to his family, go to his house and ask of his daughter's hand in marriage. If you will come back to his house again. That is where you will know that you are not on the same parameter. You have to believe in the system. Somebody give you money to support him, take it. It's your money. There's nowhere in the Bible or in the Quran that God says you should pay for leadership. Anyone who is calling you, incite you against your fellow man, against your brothers, if you succeed, there is judgment of God, outside judgment of man, and posterity will not leave you. We must love ourselves. We must go back to the drawing board. We have 2 books. Even our men of God should begin to preach the words of God as written in the Quran and in the Bible, not preaching miracles and all these things that about materialism. Everybody is guilty. We need to own the system again. The young men, yesterday they want to protest. It's okay, but express your discontent about what is happening in Nigeria, but not enough for you to throw stone at anyone to burn down your own wealth, because it is the same resource that you want that will be used to reconstruct that thing that you are going to burn. So wars are settled on the table. So there is no need, while calling for attention of the authorities to some of the things they believe or we believe that is not going well, we should equally know that we have a country that nobody will fix apart from us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure having this conversation with you. Thank you for the granting us audience, and we appreciate the time.